invincible, but I still fight doubt. And the only person that's gonna stop me is me. But once I overcame that fight, can't nothing stop me. I can't die. I'm immortal. Rejected, neglected, I feel disrespected. They told me go left, I didn't learn the right lessons. Been hard on my grizzle, my hustle got deadly. Y'all rap about shit I done murdered already. Ain't changing my image, focused on my vision. Hard-headed, don't listen, fake love, I ain't with it. This path I'm committed, slip up but ain't tripping. My mind always spinning, ain't talking about fidget. Just run me, my digits go broke, I ain't limping. It ain't come to me, so I had to go get it. I came from a city with niggas, it's vicious. The love be fictitious, see hate from a distance. It made me a fighter, got pushed to my limits. I took a few L's and then got so discouraged. With God as my witness, from whence I was forged. No golden gate bridge, but I came back a warrior. I came back immortal, invincible even. My faith is much higher than what you believe in. They wanted me gone on my soul, I ain't leaving. Spoke life into every verse you receiving. My music lives on when my bones turn to dust. There's power in words, so bitch you should hush. My mind overflowing in lyrical floods. Fuck building an art, you gon' need you a sub. I rose through the pavement, I stand on my morals. Been stabbed in the heart, now my scars are enormous. I took all your stones and created a fortress. Been fighting off demons that constantly torment my mind, and my thoughts are a little abnormal. Been crossing out squares that won't fit in my circle. Can't kill what I said, and this verse is eternal. With God on my side, I can't die, I'm immortal. Creation, destruction, the cosmos erupting. My mind kicked off track of the train I'm conducting. Came out of the dungeon, stepped into corruption. Don't know who to trust, how the fuck I'ma function. This deity trapped in this skin that I live in. They wanted a king since I fit the description. They tried to dethrone me, but I'm in position. I'll show you the wrath of a god from Olympus. You spoke on my name, bro, I thought we was different. Couldn't tie your own shoes, guess that's why you still tripping. That bitch wasn't loyal, guess karma's your mistress. It's hoes over bros, guess you made your decision. That rat in my family ain't talking about splinter. I hope that you feel every verse I deliver, cause hell done froze over, you think it was winter. If you thought for a second I wasn't gon' come get you, I think the Almighty made me in his image, dominion and power protected. My children call angels beside me, now I'm in command. Enlightenment all in the palm of my hand. This ain't what you pictured, I wasn't supposed to make it. I'm supposed to be 6 feet up under a pavement. They hate how you live, but show love when you die. Hope you feel the same way when I come back to life. I rose through the pavement, I stand on my morals. Been stabbed in the heart, now my scars are enormous. I took all your stones and created a fortress. Been fighting off demons that constantly torment my mind, and my thoughts are a little abnormal. Been crossing out squares that won't fit in my circle. Can't kill what I said, and this verse is eternal. With God on my side, I can't die, I'm immortal.
The officials are ready. The fighters are in the ring, and they are ready. So for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble! Introducing first and world championship titles in a record 8 different weight division, guarantees his place in the Hall of Fame. He's recognized and known the world over as the people's champion.
My name is D-Nice. My name is D-Nice. My name is D-Nice. Taking out your suckers and yeah, and you don't stop.
What's good, people? It's your favorite light-skinned guy. Nah, man, today is October 15, 2023. A day you never been before, and a day you never see again. So, you already know what to do. Go ahead, pull up a chair, talk to me. Make the best out of it. As you can see, we're in a new spot. I don't even know where I'm constantly be at yet. But people getting home and stuff, so ain't got quite everything set up. But, you know, the space area, I guess. But it's a lot more room, as you can see, a lot more room. But yeah, man, it's just a mental health check today. See how things going. What did you do?
Emptied out got my pots out the fridge at the apartment. They were still in there,
Oh,
so I got them.
anything else coming today?
Huh?
Anything else coming today?
No, they're just dirty pots. That's all.
Oh, okay.
Focus on this stuff.
I mean, I'm just saying. Anyway, it's mental health check today. So basically, just want to see how you are feeling. How are you doing? Let it be known in the comments. Feel free to come on up. You got something you just want to talk about. Let's simplify it. Try to find the best way to overcome that situation. I mean, that's exactly where we're at right now, man. It's a lot of convoluted, unnecessary congestion, a lot of stuff that is overly publicized. When you say you're tired of like people going the toxic route on shit, they don't have to. I mean, you just say hand you the cup. It's not a secret.
I thought you were in a relationship.
I am, but I mean, I'm asking you a question. It's like,
Sorry.
why do you do this every time? I just can't talk. You don't have to perform. It's just a simple question.
I consider myself out of your show.
How are you a camera shy? You ain't even the camera fam.
Because I can't be.
Oh God, dang! Give me a cigar, please. Oh,
You do have.
No. I got one.
So what was your question? I'm sorry, I'm messing up your show.
No, it's really not. Situation is that this is mental health check, and so the question to you was, when you hear something, particularly something that you may not be all the way informed about, but you know that this can't be the only route, right?
Mm-hmm.
And people just try to take the most complex, congested route of a narrative instead of just saying, let me take a step back. Let me simplify this.
Mm-hmm.
Are you or are you not tired of people wanting to be in the so-called toxic culture?
Am I tired of it?
Yeah.
I've been tired of it.
Yeah, I had to snap on a dude today.
Isn't that every day for you, just about?
No.
Lately?
No. Well, I mean, trust me. It's like people will try. I don't understand what that's all about. It's funny that I hear guys who are professional fighters say, I'm not trying anybody. And they literally made a living out of beating people up.
Mm-hmm.
They refuse to try people. Now, it's people who haven't made a living out of beating people up don't refuse to try people. It's like that's what they go. They hit the go button and they stay on it like as if they have a solution for a response.
Mm-hmm.
But yet, I find it even more comical that they're quick to quote the great Mike Tyson: "Everybody has a plan until you get hit in the mouth." It's always interesting. So that's the ordeal. I look at it like, okay, I find that particularly interesting. You want to go there. But to dumb it down on a situation I'm referring to, young dudes talking, we're playing the game, and I say, listen, maybe we shouldn't rush. Let's hold back a little bit. Let the game kind of come to us.
Yeah.
Right?
That makes sense.
So we end up switching sides, and the guy in front of him gets killed.
Mm-hmm.
Now, mind you, this guy has absolutely no points in 2 whole games, but he's got all the goddamn ingredients for success.
Mm-hmm.
All right. It's benign at this point of your advice.
Mm-hmm.
And I grab the damn bomb and I just go the opposite way. He's like, no, why would you go that way? I said, hold on, wait a minute. Calm down. He's like, no, you were just talking shit. I said, well, what did I say to you directly? That was, you told us like, don't rush. I said, okay. Where is the insult and don't rush? He's like, well, some people will consider shit talking. I say, who are these some so I can call them idiots along with you? Saying that you are sorry, motherfucker, yes, that's shit talking. Saying don't rush, that's sound advice. And he's like, well, they're one and the same. I'm like, bro, Hey, you need to go and get a refund on that free education that you got.
That is fun.
How did you say sound advice and shit talking are the same? I've heard some interesting things in my life, but that stuff is like, okay, where are we going with that? What? How do we? How do we get so far that advice is shit talking? Go ahead, kill it.
Kill what? I was going to put down with other stuff.
No, it can't go down there. It's
Does it stay cold?
no, it's that it's done. Just take a picture of it because that's the last of its kind. You heard me?
Yeah.
They don't make those.
They don't make them no more?
No.
Okay.
But I'm like, where are we at on a collective level as far as this mental health goes? You know, it's just it's perplexing, man, that so many people share that same type of view that, you know, some small advice is considered to be shit talking. We appreciate you. But nevertheless, man, I watched a clip on SNL. And apparently they were trying to make fun of Deion Sanders. And it had a moment or two, you know what I mean? But it overall it wasn't funny. Because they tried to make Deion seem like a brilliant idiot.
So, speaking of him, remember the lady from New York who's trying to create a position in a hospital out there for me to do virtually from here?
Mm-hmm.
So she posted something about him. She's like, I'm not a big football fan. She's like, but I'm from New York, so I always want the Giants to win, and we're not going to talk about the letdown of that. So I laughed at that part because, you know, I had the same issue with the Giants. So she's like, I'm somewhat biased because she's like, when you say Colorado to me, she's like, I think about my vacation I took 6 months ago and how loving, surreal it was and beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, and now it's even better because they got Deion out there. She's like, but one thing I've noticed, she's like, again, not a big football fan, don't follow it to a T like some people do. She's like, but I have to give him his honest props. She's like, one, she's like, he's changing the game in a way that most people are not noticing.
Nope.
She's like, first of all, their helmet game alone is getting better and better with each time. She's like, and nobody pays attention to helmets like that. She's like, but that was amazing. She's like, and on top of that, she's like, he has taken a team who was, she's like, I'll say it, some might take offense, an underdog, so to speak.
Right.
And has, within that short period of time he's been with them, has brought them to the top of their game. She's like, and even when they're having a bad game, he is not beating them back down to that underling. He lets them know where they went wrong and how to build up from that. She's like, so what is the big deal? He is doing nothing but helping them become better adults in society,
Mm-hmm.
teaching them strategy
Mm-hmm.
through the game.
Right.
That she's like, I bet you he's giving them life lessons, and
Absolutely.
they're not even realizing they're getting life lessons.
Absolutely.
They're just thinking, hey, that's coach.
So the one of the biggest things about that whole transition was the success that he saw for himself. It didn't move him. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like Diddy, as a business guy, he's looking to crunch those numbers, right?
Mm-hmm.
He has a great vigor, like, oh, I gotta get $20 billion. Like that's his approach to it. But if you take that same type of money and you present that to Coach Prime, it's like, oh, I get to get my coaches paid.
Mm-hmm.
I get to get my students in situations that they never thought they would be in.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a big difference because a lot of people in this type of success is not covering everybody that's under them.
Yeah.
This is the craziest thing about it that people don't really want to give it credit to is the fact that 3/4 of that team HBCU students.
Yes. Yes.
And they're 4-3, barely in a Power 5 or PWI, which is predominantly white institute situation.
Mm-hmm.
It's magnanimous what he has done. Because even when you bring up the fact that Jackson State is still in a better position today after leaving,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? That's crazy.
He's leaving his mark, no matter where he goes.
Right. And it's of excellence.
Yes.
It's so much profound of excellence. The Atlanta Falcons scout, because both boys are going to be done next year.
Mm-hmm.
The Atlanta Falcons scout said, oh, I'm getting both Sanders boys when they come out. I'm bringing them back to Atlanta. That was his public, like he made a vow to the people.
Mm-hmm.
Hook or crook, I'm getting Shiloh and Shador back in the ATL one way or other. I'm getting some Sanders blood back into Atlanta.
Yeah.
Because there's a structure there. There's an understanding there. You know, they're brothers. That's one thing. They come from Dion raised them primarily on his own,
Mm-hmm.
but they have their mothers. They know them. They have a great relationship with their parents and stuff like that. But he allowed them boys to be up. Like you saw the clip with him and Shiloh sitting in the car, and he's like, "Dog."
About getting that
and he said, "Yeah, I'm not gonna take your spot." And Shiloh, it's your spot too. So it's like that's crazy.
Yeah, they have a good bond though, but that is
The Falcons fans say, "Oh, we the Falcons will relieve prime time through the offspring." Hey, listen, that's a strong, realistic statement because you got Shador on offense, you got Shiloh on defense. I do believe that Shiloh could go and play some offense if he wanted to. No questions about that. I do believe Shiloh could be a two-way guy, but I wouldn't just set my sights solely on them two. If I pull anybody out that program, I'm pulling all his recruits. It's gonna be a pipeline from.
I need to find out if he needs an assistant.
He got assistant.
There's always room for more. What you talking?
Well, you need to hit her up, see if she needs an assistant.
The assistant for the assistant.
Mm-hmm.
Be a fly on the wall.
But you know, another crazy thing is like with him, like how he leaves a situation greater than what it was.
Mm-hmm.
In comparison, I take in LeBron James. A lot of people, LeBron is a phony, he's a fake, this, that, and the third. But I'm like, you got to realize we watched a child athlete become a billionaire and a very progressive and productive man to society as a whole. Akron, Ohio is going to be okay. Like,
well, he just gave shit, I was just reading it. Well, he was at the game, at the Chiefs game. Why can't I always say the wrong brother's name.
What?
The one that's dating Taylor Swift.
Tracy? I mean, not Tracy.
Who?
Travis.
Okay, I always say the other one. That's why I'm like, wait, let me not say
I mixed his name with fucking Taylor. Listen, Taylor Swift, Travis Kelce. Y'all have a kid. Y'all better give me my credit for naming that child. Michael Williams Jr. will be set. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yo, shout out to Mike Williams Jr. Dynamic athlete. Y'all understand? This guy blows my mind. This man is 6'1".
Oh, he's the same height as me.
Yeah, sure. The man is 6'1". He fights at 146.
Okay.
That is phenomenal. Hell, I'm 5'10", and I can't remember being 146 in the 6th grade. He's 6'1" and 146 fighting, which roughly tells me that his standing weight is about 180. You know, give or take.
Mm-hmm.
When he's not, jeez. But Fayetteville, North Carolina, y'all got to represent. It's gonna be some heavy hitters coming out October 21st, 2023. Hopefully, I'm in the building. I'm working to be in the building. You know, go stand by the champ. Show him. Don't want none. Don't get none.
You ain't gonna knock your ass out.
Nah. I ain't giving up no freebies. Nah. You might get a hit or two in. You ain't getting no freebies. No, you ain't getting no none of that shit. That's why I couldn't be a fighter, bro. I ain't listen. You know what really was my pursuance of like not being a professional athlete?
The money?
Shit talking family members.
Oh.
Cause none of them motherfuckers could outrun me, outlift me. Couldn't do nothing physically to outdo me. But they had everything to say. And it was like, I'll be good and goddamn. I sit up here and with that kind of money, hey man, I got 50,000. Make it happen. But he's your friend. I don't care. I was like, you know, I got to do something with this. Let me leave this whole athletic thing alone because it just wouldn't have been good. I had to check that. That was something I had to check myself. Bro. I'm not playing. I am not playing by no means. That's why I respect Dave Chappelle. When he had turned down that money, he said I had to check my intentions. Because with $50 million, I come out the studio, dude step on my shoes. Now, hey, listen, I got money right now. Make him gone. Make it happen. And that was part of his reasons why he turned it down, along with a whole bunch of other stuff that just wasn't right. But, you know, you have to, giving somebody that kind of money and understanding more than that, it's kind of like this book I read. If they're so easily writing you a check for millions, they can easily write the check for billions. I was like, what? You know that, but then when you hear it, it's like, the reminder is here. But back to LeBron James. What he's done for Akron, they're gonna be all right. Like, he left his hometown in a better position than you can ask for. There is a school there which will now be a staple for the days long after he's gone, that will carry out a name that somebody, Bryce or Bronny or even the daughter, decides, I'm going to name the LeBron. My child's going to be named LeBron. Like, that name is going to continue to ring on, probably through family line and along also through the school for the rest of the days. And that if you go to school there from, was it pre-K or kindergarten through 12th grade, you have a free ride to Akron University just for attending school. That is unheard of. So, along with that, you also got the fact that you got the food pantry for the parents, kids that are not relatively close enough to walk, but not far enough to get on the bus. Mm-hmm. They get bicycles. You know, so we all know that families that are hurting for food, how it affects the education level. Mm-hmm. That's like, there is so many things in place to combat impoverished mindset and poverty itself. It is gratifying to see. Mm-hmm. You know, it is a boost. It's a lift. So Dion and LeBron, I don't want to say they deserve flowers. They deserve their respect. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Respect doesn't die. Flowers do. Even verbal flowers. They just don't live. They don't measure up. Mm-hmm. So they definitely deserve theirs. His crown to Travis Kelce. That's funny. Mm-hmm. I mean, all Travis Kelce did was gain followers. Listen, the boy can play football. Hey, no knock on that. He is a champion. But outside of football and his podcast with his brother, being a good son to his mom, he ain't even got a shoe. That white boy can play football, man. He can ball. So, mental health. Mm-hmm. We have migrated. We have space. You want to have food rice? We got room. We can race now. Okay. All right, you don't want no smoke anyway. Being that we migrated, mental health, where are you at?
Mm-hmm. My mental health is still crappy, even though we moved.
You know, on a scale of 1 to 10.
It's probably a 7.
7's crappy?
Mm-hmm. On my scale, yes.
What is a 10?
10 will be living my soft life. No, I mean, it depends. Today, I'm doing good. Today is good, but ask me tomorrow, I'm probably...
I mean, I got that. But I'm saying, you said 7's crappy. Okay. 7's crappy. 3 notches below a 10. Mm-hmm. 5 is the average. Above, listen, a 6 is above average. A 7 is crappy?
I don't think when it comes to mental health, you can put it on that same type of scale.
I get you. No, I'm just saying.
Yeah, because there's too many variables within your mental health.
Well, I'm just saying on a composite, right? Because if you go to the doctor and they ask you your pain level, and you say, I'm at a 7, and you're like, okay, a little bit, but not too much. You're like, no, fucking motherfucker, I'm in dire need. Like, whoa, wait, I'm confused. I thought you said you had a 7. Are you a -7?
-7 means there's nothing.
Oh, that means there's a lot.
No. If 1 is no pain,
right,
and 10
no.
most pain, -7 will be nothing, because that's how the pain scale goes.
Well, I mean, okay, so yeah, I said it backwards. Mm-hmm. So, but I'm just saying in reference like that being the case, I get what you're saying. Yeah, it can change. I'm just saying from a standpoint of conversing to get into a point of where you're at. And so commonly, although these are bad practices, right? Because we take the common factor and try, oh yeah, you're right there, you're in a good spot, and then you come find out, like you say, that ain't my good, that's your good, right? And I get that, and that's why I was like, really? A seven's crappy? Hey.
Just like people's pain levels are different if you think about it like that way. So they have their scale, and like you said, 5 is in the middle. But what if you have a higher tolerance for pain? So when you say you're in extreme pain, or say you have a lower tolerance, say what would be
you walk in, you got 2 bullets in your arm.
they asking you,
how you doing? I'm perfectly fine. I want to go golfing.
Like you should be screaming your head right now. No, don't feel nothing. But then you have somebody who else comes in, they screaming their head.
Holy hell!
And it just lightly grates, and they just have like a little sizzle.
It's mosquito bite.
Exactly. So it's different for everybody.
I feel like I've been shot.
It is. It's different for everybody.
That's crazy.
Like, I tend to have a higher tolerance for certain pains. As I say, I used to say higher tolerance for pain. But then I realized, no, I don't. I just do very well during the pain that comes with childbirth. Because it made me think that, because I do drug-free. And I'm good. I'm fine. It was more painful than trying to give me an epidural for that first one than it was going natural with everybody else. And so they're like, oh, you really have a high tolerance for pain. I come to find out that I just dealt with that situation differently. And I managed it differently. Because you know what? When I stub that toe on that corner, I swear I see the light.
I'm gonna burn his damn house down.
And that pain sends me crippled. And it's just a toe.
That's funny.
How do you compare stubbing your toe to giving birth?
That is funny.
So it's like I said, everybody's different. The situations are different.
True.
See what happens when you marry somebody in the healthcare field? They just.
I mean, I was a trainer, so.
Where are you at?
Before leaving,
Off the chart.
right? It was not good at all. Knowing what had all taken place, along with what all was going on in the living space, like the type of the structure of my mind of the shit that was taking place versus the way we live. It just wasn't adding up.
Sure.
Like, we got black fucking mold. Huh? We don't live like that. We don't live like black mold should be around us. And it just like, I mean, the situation with the job, where it's like nothing really formal, no real discussions at all, just not on the schedule, just to be greeted with a text. Oh, and I got morning hours. I'll let you know. That was really a rocker right there. Like, what do you mean? That's exactly that all I've ever worked. What do you mean when you have morning hours? You'll let me know. that part almost made me go into a spot where I'm like, I'm going to pull your address up and I'm about to really just, because it really wasn't even about the money at that point. It wasn't nothing to do about the job. It had everything to do with the fact that you think I'm some type of bitch, don't you? When in fact, we know that's not the case. It was really like on some, I can't pay you because I already owe you 3 promotions that I never moved on. Mm-hmm. I already said that this, that, and the third was going to take place, and you brought it up. Mm-hmm. And so my counter to you bringing the fact up that I said those things to you was, oh man, we're going to do X, Y, and Z. And then nothing. So you could have somebody there that you're paying way lower and have them in a position where they think they're making something. Yeah. And I'm like, that's cool and all, but need to say, don't look to me for any type of respect at all. So that had a part to play on it, along with the stuff that was taking place in the house. The response from the maintenance teams that it was like, bitch, this is what you do. You fix shit. Yeah. You have a problem with the fact that you were supposed to fix it when people call you. Mm-hmm. Then you wonder why you have all the situation. And so then there's also launch services. Who's gonna get a nice little harassment suit out of this shit? Because I told you, I'm not really letting shit slide no more. And the fact that like the way you want to respond was, you know, the agreement isn't met, so therefore everything is null and void. Mm-hmm. You have the documentations. You confirm you have the documentations. I confirm you got the documentations, and you still going against the grain. Mm-hmm. And acting brand new. And then in the information that I hear from each person, it's always different. So now, hey, I'm going to let y'all have it. So this complex got to get this lawyer work. Launch Servicing LLC got to get this lawyer work. And quite a few other people, honestly. It just ain't personal business at this point. And you left the gate open with a mound of evidence on both sides. So, it is what it is. It is what it is. What you got, bro? Soda. Some vodka.
That's a big cup.
It's 2 different drinks.
Oh, Lord.
Hey, boy, you gonna piss yourself in the bed. Yeah, you gonna piss yourself in the bed, boy. But yeah, mental health wise, since moving, I'm at an 8.
An 8?
I'm at an 8. Okay. We got space.
Is that your happy?
I'm happy even at a 2 because I know where I'm at. It's just dealing with things. You know what I mean? It's like, even though I could be upset, there's still something that I'm happy about. Mm-hmm. Right? I'm happy that I have even the chance to be upset. Mm. You know what I mean? Because some people fucked around and got upset, stroked out, and was gone. It was like, damn. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So I just have a different view on it. With some, I'm not gonna say completely different because somebody's view may be very similar,
Mhm.
but I have my own view about it, about what happiness is. Like nobody can give it to you, no one can take it away.
Mhm.
You just have to find something that is within those things.
Yeah.
And I just choose to return and make happiness and joy, you know, my base. Because if I stay in a disgruntled place, it ain't good.
No.
I gotta go after somebody. Because I'm not gonna tear myself down.
Mhm.
But ultimately I am, because people understand how anger and stress could eat the body alive.
Mhm.
That is an eternal dysfunction. That is a grave process, and it is effective as hell. So like I say, even when I'm upset, I still have variables of happiness that I return to, so I don't go into a dark place. Because for me, it is very easy to go into that dark place, and not just to go and just be there. Go and be there with the intent and purpose of understanding why I am there.
Mhm.
Because a lot of people just go and they just do stuff. Now I have a whole mission. If I'm in a dark place, it's basically a damn Call of Duty game.
Mhm.
At the end of the day, and I'm like, nah, because they can't come back from it. I can't come back from that. And as horrible as it may sound, if something to that magnitude is to be done, I'm not really gonna be like, yeah, I could have done better. I should have done better. I'm like, hey, I hate that happened, but shouldn't have been like with me. I was, that's, and that's why I was like, let me leave that guy caged, because he is real. He is real. And then a handful of people, well, more than a handful of people, has got to see him.
Mhm.
And the only thing that was the saving grace was the fact that, hey, you're a relative. So I don't want to have to be on the news for running through a checklist of family members.
Mhm.
But for other ones, it's like, you ain't a relative to me. I don't even know why you're talking to me.
Yeah.
Honestly, I've had people come and test me just from having simple exchanges with people. Matter of fact, there's this social media influencer. I forget this idiot's name. He walks around with fake teeth. He talks about how he cheated on his wife, and how much better their relationship is and stuff like that. White guy, and he has these things where they all go out there and they're doing some stupid ass brain program, and it's like, what's the relevance of it? Because you want me to join this, but you're saying, no, you're talking, just listen. And I'm like, okay, the question is, what is the mission? What is the purpose?
Mhm.
Because I can listen anywhere. I can listen in the church, the car, the plane, a corner. I can go anywhere and just practically listen. But there's something I'm listening for.
Yeah.
You don't know that. I don't know that. Why should I follow you and be a part of this shit? Right? And then Trump comes out, and this dude was just all, oh, let me tell you what Trump is, this, that, and the third. And I'm talking to a guy, and he's like, yeah, some people don't understand. I was like, yeah, I can see that, because I don't vote for people based on them being Republican or Democrat or whatever. I vote on results. And then that motherfucker single me out. See, that's the problem right there, Delrick. Y'all voting for people and you want something from them and this, that. And I sent the request. And he said on his Facebook, no, I don't want to do that, because I know I got it. That motherfucker messaged me on Instagram. Man, you've been followed. I don't want to lose a follower. I said, bro, fuck you. And when I see you, I'm slapping the shit out you and your ugly wife. She didn't deserve that. And that woman's not ugly. She not. But she got breast implants. So I'm slapping. But that was my point. That motherfucker ain't never been east of Arizona since then. I forget this idiot's name. Shout out to my boy Rico, D'Angelo, bro. God rest your soul. D'Angelo was the one that was like me because he was saying some stuff that was very impactful, and it was more geared to business. Mm-hmm. And so me and D'Angelo saw very eye to eye when it came to business principles, because we were even thinking of doing a consultant firm, as far as I was going to take care of the health, and he was going to take care of the music, and then we were going to collaborate on the fashion. He had got sick the first time, so we kind of put on the back burner. Then he went and did his thing with the music, shops, this, that, and the third. And I went, carried on, and I stopped training. And then I took in my grandfather. Boom. So
life happens.
Right. But I still have to check myself on that, because it's one, dude's really not that big, even in his most healthiest shape. He ain't that fast. He's older. He has this, when he removes his teeth, it's like a metal magnet type of situation. And it's yay. But my whole thing is, when you talk about building people's health and stuff like that, it has to have a significant purpose for them to go back to. It has to have a foundation for them to go back to, and just listen. How about you listen to me smack the shit out you?
Violence is always the answer.
That wasn't violent.
Smacking somebody's not violent?
No, it's not.
Oh, okay.
No, that's not violent. Getting in the jet, flying over with heat-seeking missiles, that's violent.
Okay. I'm just going to let you be on that one.
I'm just telling you, you can't return from violence.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't.
Yes, you can.
No, you can't.
I didn't say violently kill.
No.
I said
No. You cannot return from violence. You know that saying, if you fight, you live to fight another day. Mm-hmm. Like, say you use your hands, you live to fight another day type, whatever the quote is. Mm-hmm. That ain't violence.
What's the quote for violence then?
Boom, you out of here. That's violence. Violence don't have a return.
Okay.
I'm serious.
I am too.
Okay. Think about this. Somebody ends up in a situation that was violent. They lose a limb. Mm-hmm. That limb is gone. Mm-hmm. You ain't regenerating that limb. Mm-hmm. That's violence. Violence takes from you. Okay. You cannot restore from violence.
But violence could take just a part of you, not all of you.
No, that's if you accept the violence, but still, you cannot restore that part that is taken from you. It's gone. That's why I tell people, don't play with people that have PTSD, because they actually saw true violence, because there was no return on that. And that's why when certain memories happen, they get stuck. Now, the long-term effect of that violence is now caught up, and they're gone. Mm-hmm. And you sit up there peering them in the eyes, it's like, oh, I see that's bro, but bro ain't there. Mm-hmm. Hey, woo, 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 woo. And he gone. Mm-hmm. So, although you're absolutely correct, but truthfully, from my experience in life, mm-hmm. nobody's ever returned from violence. Okay. And even in situations where they lost something, it never returned, because violence does exactly that. It takes from you and doesn't give it back. You popping somebody in the face. Hey, listen. If you ever pop somebody in the face and half their face is gone, oh, you violent. Yeah, you violent. If you pop somebody in the face and half their face just that's
I can't with you.
You are violent. You're vile.
You're violent.
You're a very harmful Thor-like human being.
I can't.
All right. So, but yeah, we're gonna chill up out of here, man. That was just today's thought of what people think, where they at. Hold on. Today's episode is brought to you by the number one,
The letter K,
the letter W, for the beautiful specimen that I call a wife.
You don't even know my name. That's a shame.
It's woman.
No, it's not.
Hush, woman. Hey, you know what?
My Giants are playing.
They getting their asses whipped.
The game just started.
That's what I'm talking about.
0-0.
Woo, goddamn, that much already? Woo! Shit. Yeah. My wife is a New York Giant fan. At least they got a ring.
You know what?
I'm just saying, they got a ring. And so do you.
I got a lot of rings.
Yep. And they got 4 themselves. So y'all listen, look, you're doing good, baby. Now there's some people that's rooting for teams that they ain't gonna ever get no ring. And they won't either. See, we all can be petty.
The officials are ready. The fighters are in the ring, and they are ready. So for the thousands in attendance and the millions watching around the world, ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble! Introducing first and world championship titles in a record 8 different weight division, guarantees his place in the Hall of Fame. He's recognized and known the world over as the people's champion.
My name is D-Nice. My name is D-Nice. My name is D-Nice. Taking out your suckers and yeah, and you don't stop.
I'm invincible, but I still fight doubt. And the only person that's gonna stop me is me. But once I overcame that fight, can't nothing stop me. I can't die. I'm immortal.
Rejected, neglected, I feel disrespected. They told me go left, I didn't learn the right lessons. Been hard on my grizzle, my hustle got deadly. Y'all rap about shit I done murdered already. Ain't changing my image, focused on my vision. Hard-headed, don't listen, fake love, I ain't with it. This path I'm committed, slip up but ain't tripping. My mind always spinning, ain't talking about vision. Just run me my digits, go broke, I ain't limping. It ain't come to me, so I had to go get it. I came from a city with niggas, it's vicious. The love be fictitious, see hate from a distance. It made me a fighter, got pushed to my limits. I took a few L's and then got so discouraged. With God as my witness, from whence I was forged. No golden gate bridge, but I came back a warrior. I came back immortal, invincible even. My faith is much higher than what you believe in. They wanted me gone on my soul, I ain't leaving. Spoke life into every verse you receiving. My music lives on when my bones turn to dust. There's power in words, so bitch you should hush. My mind overflowing in lyrical floods. Fuck building an art, you gon' need you a sub. I rose through the pavement, I stand on my morals. Been stabbed in the heart, now my scars are enormous. I took all your stones and created a fortress. Been fighting off demons that constantly torment my mind, and my thoughts are a little abnormal. Been crossing out squares that won't fit in my circle. Can't kill what I said, and this verse is eternal. With God on my side, I can't die, I'm immortal. Creation